And welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. In today's review, we're going to be taking a look at 3 from the V.W.O, which can be found at WNYVapor.com, better yet known as Vapor Trail. So we're going to go take a look at their website, get some pricing info. When we come back, we're going to do this big vape session on 3 of them. And I just want to go ahead and say this ahead of time. They did not send these to me for review. They're not expecting a review. I won these in a contest on Vaping with Jedi on so let's have a quick toot and we'll go check out the pricing. And welcome to the brief online tutorial for Vapor Trail. So let's check out the main website. You can find Vapor Trail at www.vaportrail.com. And this is the main website. Now, Vapor Trail is the complete brick and mortar online web store that you can buy all your personal vaporizer needs at. They are based out of Buffalo, New York. But we came here today for pricing information on their juices. Now, according to their website, they have 23 different flavors that you can choose from, one of which, out of the 24 that's listed, is a make-your-own juice. Now, in that, you have a 0, 3, 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30 milligram choice. And we're going to go with, say, 6. And you can get between a 10, 30, and 50. You can choose up to 3 different flavors. And let's say we're going to mix CJ's beard with Viva Las Vegas and a little bit of CBM. Now, of course, we could add a third shot of menthol, a half shot, a full shot, or we could add some sour. We're going to add some sour. And that starts at $14.99 and goes up to a 30 mil at $19.99 and to a 50 mil at $29.99. Now, regular price on their liquids starts off with a 10 mil bottle, and of course a 0, 3, 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30. Let's just choose 3 on this. And it starts off at $7.99, goes up to a 30 mil for $13.99, and a 50 mil for $19.99. And that'll do it for the brief online tutorial for Vapor Trail, also known as the V.W.O. Now, back to the review. Okay, like I said before, no need for disclaimers. We're just going to jump right into this. Now, first one we're going to look at is called Viva Las Vegas. And you can see that their label is just really pretty simple label. You know, they've got Vapor Trail and they got the milligram down at the bottom. And of course they got a couple of fire wings. Reminds me of like the Phoenix's wings from Marvel. Then on the other side they have made in the USA to keep out of reach of children and pets. Do not, I think it says do not drink. Yeah, you don't want to drink it. Then it has, I think, a goodbye date, which there's a date listed for 04 of 2015, and then they have ingredients listed for it. But this is Viva Las Vegas, and I have that loaded up in an old favorite of mine, the AGA T2 Plus, which I have set up for auto dripping right now, which I have a microcoil in there for about 1.2 ohms, and got a little bit of cotton fed through there. And I've got the cotton wrapped around the microcoil as such, so that whenever I go to position the tank, the liquid just comes out on the cotton. So it vapes pretty much like you know, an Aspire BVC. It's old tech for you, you know. So anyways, I've got this on my Hanadana Canna-Zana clone. You know, it's the Hana DNA clone. And we're going to vape this at 30 watts, which will be pumping out 6 volts. This is pretty much, like, according to their description anyways, it's like the Elvis Presley sandwich. It's pretty much a banana, a little bit of peanut butter and cream. Or maybe it's the Elvis shake, I'm not sure. But that is exactly what I get from this. Really, really tasty all day vape. I'm going to say the flavor profile on this is a 9 out of 10. And throat hit, I'm going to give it a mild. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. And then vapor production, whoosh, big 10 out of 10. This one's known as CBM. And here again, the description's kind of weird on what the CBM stands for. And if anybody knows V.W.O, those guys, you know, they can be serious at times, but they're a bunch of jokers most of the time. So anyways, CBM. I have loaded up in my 26650 Stellaire, which is 28.5 millimeters. And I've got that dual, can I say microcoil? I don't know if we really call it a microcoil because it's 20 gauge wire. So I've got it dual 20 gauge wired. I mean, I did wrap it as a microcoil, so I guess you could call it a microcoil. But it's about 0.2 ohms, and I have that on my Taylor, Taylor box mod. It's dual 26650. This thing plumes clouds all day long. To me, it's pretty much a custard vape. Now, if they've got anything else in this, I mean, they might have like a touch of caramel in there too, but it's straight up vanilla custard to me. And it's a really good custard, but it's got a spicy kick to it. Flavor profile on this, I'm going to say 9 out of 10. Throat hit, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 mild. And the vape production, I'm going to give that 10 out of 10 again, because it's very consistent and there's plenty of it. The last one we're looking at is called Thug Juice. And I have that loaded up in my Dreadnought, which, well, I would pull it off and show you, but it's a hell on fire trying to get this thing lined back up right. But I have it dual 20 gauge coiled again, so it's another cloud blower, to about 0.3. Oh, it's between 0.2 and 0.3 ohms. Now, Thug Juice, is it's a menthol, but it's got pineapple. God, it's got something else in it too. I would cheat and look it up on a website, but I can't remember what the other thing it has in it. Maybe it's apple. It tastes a little bit like red apple, but it's definitely pineapple and menthol, and it is killer. Makes me think of like old school hip hop, Thug Juice. You know, more like Tupac or Dr. Dre, something like that. So I'm gonna give the flavor profile on this a 10 out of 10. Throat hit, it's a lot less than a mild. I'm gonna say a 3 out of 10 because the lower the throat hit to me, the better the vape. And vape production, I'm gonna get that a 10 out of 10. Whoosh, bam, right up there. Cloud Chaser's dream. So there you go, my peeps. That's 3 from the V.W.O. I just like that, you know. It always reminds me of the N.W.O. And I think that's pretty much what they were thinking, except it's Vapor World Order. And you can find that at WNYVapor.com. And that is Vapor Trail. You can also find them on Facebook, and they also have a YouTube, which I'm going to put right here so you can go watch their crazy videos, the crazy antics of the VWO. Crazy stuff always going on with them. And I just want to give a personal thanks, too, to the VWO. This is some really exceptional juice. You guys have been around through the ages here in the States. So keep it up. You know, I'll be re-upping on all 3 of these because these are fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube. And as always, my peeps and peepettes, happy vaping.